You might not remember me, but I used to be that crazy guy on ESPN2. You know MotoWorld 2?
Remember?
Welcome back to MotoWorld 2.
MotoWorld 2! MotoWorld 2!
Oh wait, that's right, it was 30 years ago.
Man, this show is hot.
Do you like motocross, supercross, freestyle, hill climbs, road racing, trials, all forms of two-wheeled entertainment? So do I.
I love that sound!
Back in the 90s, we lived all that shit flying around the world, bringing you out of control moto television.
Jeremy, can you show us that new Superman move?
Some people have never ever seen MotoWorld 2, so let's bring you up to speed on how the show came to be during the grunge years.
You know, by my calculations, it's been like 30 years, so let's dust off the tapes and revisit the insanity. It was the early 1990s and the world was changing fast. The Cold War ended, but then the Gulf War played out live on TV screens across America 24/7. Cable TV was growing up, and with it a new generation was thrust into a world that suddenly felt wide open. Something else was happening. Something louder. Something faster. Something less polished. Bands like Nirvana, Pearl Jam, the Smashing Pumpkins, and the Red Hot Chili Peppers were changing the sound of a generation. And that energy spilled onto everything, including how stories were told on screen. In 1992, MTV wanted to capture the moment and created a sports show designed to break the rules.
Human mannequin, Dan Cortez, come here.
Quick cuts, handheld cameras, and a host with attitude over perfection.
Mayday, mayday.
The truth be known, I am a stunt driver.
This wasn't traditional television, it was raw, unfiltered. Meanwhile, in October of 1993, something new hit the airwaves, ESPN2. A network built to be different, more experimental. Enter into the story, Seals Communications, and MotoWorld.
New champions were crowned in all three classes.
First hitting the airwaves in 1984, MotoWorld was a news desk-style highlight show focused on covering the world of motorcycles. By the 1990s, Atlanta-based Seals Co. was creating a variety of programming for ESPN, including MotoWorld, and a coverage of the pro supercross and motocross races.
You notice those wildly painted helmets, very popular with the current generation of stars. Where do the paint jobs come from? Some come from the mind and studio of Jerry Bernardo, one of the stranger people we've ever met.
Oh, Dave Dismayed.
ESPN2 had a need for new shows, and Seals Co. had a brand. They just needed a host. And then they found that host in a helmet painter from Boston, now living in Southern California.
Come and visit me sometime. I love you guys, you're the greatest. MotoWorld, huh?
And right there, in the intersection of adrenaline and storytelling, MotoWorld 2 was born.
So I tell my friends I'm going on this killer road trip for work with MW2, and they go, oh man, you get the most bitching job in the world. You get to do the coolest stuff, go everywhere. Little do they know. Little do they know!
It was the same kind of edge that MTV Sports created. This was the stinker race gas in the world of motorcycles. What preceded was 5 years and 137 episodes of motorsports madness. We know there are fans of the show from way back when, but a lot of people have never seen any of these episodes, so we're changing that. And because it's been so long, it made sense to me to hit up some of the old crew and get their perspective on what it was like to work on the show. It's a little trip down memory lane just for you, the loyal MW2 viewers. Yes, I was reading that off a piece of paper. In 1993, I moved to California. I lived up in the woods in Wrightwood. It's a small town with a ski resort. I had a little shed and I did custom helmet painting. My friend Joe Colombero, who worked for Suzuki at the time, knew that I painted helmets and he called MotoWorld the television show, and spoke to the boss and owner, Lou Seals. Said, hey Lou, there's this kid up in Wrightwood, Jerry Bernardo. He's a really good helmet painter, and he's a bit... So I think that'd be a good feature for you to do.
MotoWorld 2, where it all began. We started a show called MotoWorld. It was on the air for almost 20 years.
I'm Larry Myers, and welcome to the premiere edition of MotoWorld, a series that will showcase the exciting and fascinating world of motorcycle racing.
Went up to Wrightwood, up to a little cabin. Jerry was outside painting, did a whole feature on him.
Get in here. Look at lids. Lids aplenty. Lids abound. Many, many lids. This I painted this week, and I'm going to let you guys take this. Now, don't wreck it. Don't scratch it.
I didn't know what I was doing, so I just was out of control and was talking crazy, because that's how I am, whether you like it or not.
I was the first guy to shoot video of Jerry for MotoWorld and MotoWorld 2. It was a helmet painting feature, which he painted a helmet that he then threw over my camera and then wound up in Dave Despain's lap on the set.
Come back. Come and visit me sometime. I love you guys. You're the greatest. MotoWorld, huh? See ya. Hey, but don't put the lock on there! Hey! There's fumes in here!
I promise you, we paid those people a lot of money. They will never unlock that door.
And it was a cool feature, and they ran it on MotoWorld, and Dave Despain announced me as one of the craziest people they've ever met. That was the end of it. I didn't think anything was going to materialize. I had moved to Hawaii at the time. They called me up and said, hey, do you want to host a crash show at the Pasadena Supercross? And I'm like, yeah. I really didn't know what I was doing, but I knew how to make a scene, so I just rolled with it and did a bunch of really dumb shit. It was pretty funny. I ate a big chunk of dirt, you know. Like, oh, if you crash in the first turn, you're gonna eat dirt just like this. And I picked up this huge clump of dirt, and I literally was like, and I'm chewing on it. You could hear my teeth on the dirt. And still to this day, every now and then, somebody will go, hey, I remember you. You're the guy that ate dirt.
Back in the 90s, we were looking for something different.
This was right about when ESPN evolved into a younger demographic. They wanted to start ESPN2, and they needed programming.
MTV Sports that came out with Dan Cortez. It was kind of cool concept or what they were doing, but felt like this is something that we needed to do for motorcycling. We were trying to figure out, just, come up with some different ideas or whatever. But the main thing is we needed a show host, someone that was different from anything on television.
Well, when Lou Seals got the piece and checked it out, he kind of scratched his head and he said, I think we might have something here.
I said, that's your host right there.
Lou said, hey, let's do MotoWorld 2 with Jerry Bernardo. And that was basically the beginning of my career in television.
It's better than working. Doggy treat.
As a kid that graduated college in the mid-90s, I was fortunate enough that Lou Seals and Steve Graham gave me a shot to come in and work at a small production company in Fayetteville, Georgia that was producing some really cool cutting-edge stuff. I didn't know what to make of Jerry, and as I came to find out, Doug, his trusty sidekick videographer, they, I'm sure, were annoyed by this 20-year-old there, but they took me in, and I got to watch these guys do some amazing things.
Imagine we're here with like 30 people on a Hollywood film set, but then imagine your mind 30 years ago, it's just me and Jerry Bernardo in the desert.
Steven Spielberg, eat your heart out, kid. We got the camera.
I picked up Bernardo at the airport, LAX. We drove to the Baja 1000, and we didn't know what we were going to do, but there was this creative feva.
Well, for 10 years, I worked after graduation at a real job, and then on the weekends, shot MotoWorld stuff.
That's what it's like being a MotoWorld cameraman. You gotta get the shot.
They asked me to do something in British Columbia. Met Jerry for the first time, and we sat down on a bed and we talked for like 3 hours, just like brothers from another. Hit it off big time.
Okay, this is potentially dangerous. And blah, 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 blah.
And from that point on, I started shooting a lot of the MotoWorld 2s, traveling the world.
Do you know my cameraman's really a male dancer?
No, I didn't. I was wondering that because of the shorts he had on. In high school, I started working for KGWN in Cheyenne. Took off for college, and in that summer break, I came home and I was watching MotoWorld on ESPN. At the tail end of the show, a little tagline came up and it said,
MotoWorld is a production of Seals Communications Corporation in Atlanta, Georgia.
It was a total peanut butter and chocolate moment for me. It was like, hey, I like dirt bikes. I like TV, like I could actually do that for a living. MW2 is really what I wanted to edit on. As soon as I got in, I thought MotoWorld is great, but MW2 is a little bit more my style.
How's it going there, Nugget Bubble?
What?
Especially guys thinking about it.
Hey, if I needed some help, I'd look for the when I come right to you, okay?
So the word on MotoWorld 2 was no rules. Anything in TV that they say you can't do.
Guys, here I am breaking all the rules because this is MotoWorld 2. Odd Ekman, see you later.
We did. McGrath stepped into a monster truck at opening ceremony at the AMA Supercross.
Hit fire.
Jerry was doing an interview with his butt patch.
So Jeremy, how you feel? Can you show us that new Superman move?
Dry crotch, just like really 750 Superbike.
Dry crotch.
Dry crotch.
The freedom to break the rules as a cameraman. We could try anything, shoot anything, do weird stuff.
Ricky P's style was just crazy. I've never seen anybody shoot like that. You could snap in and snap out. There was a lot of that going on back then.
Move the camera around, never keep a still shot, go in, go out, go left, go right.
There was a lot of bad angles back then, and it just was a constant moving, and it almost makes me ill to this day.
Next up on MW, stop moving that camera! Thank you.
Back then it was cool.
It was quick, fast, fun. That wasn't always perfect.
Nitro burning, fire breathing, tire scoring, 6-second buddy cars! Nitro burning, tire breathing, something, whatever you just said, yeah!
Bernardo and I always tried to do something creative visually.
I made windsocks for the microphone.
All it was like Chucky. So they cut Chucky's head off and they cut some holes on top of the mic, and then they would do interviews. Jeff Gordon from NASCAR was like, he looked at Jerry when he was interviewing him, he goes, is this real?
Scaring me with this. Chucky's coming out, it's Halloween.
Right here, Bride of Chucky at Talladega.
What's that on your microphone? You gotta tell me that first. Oh, I see, okay.
Hey, I like this. This thing reminds me of something I've seen in Africa in the bush. It's kind of cute.
And then I started doing bump shots with them for in to out of breaks. I like building things and making things and creating things. We did a Vegas shoot and I had a telescope focusing motor that I mounted to an old tripod, and so I had a camera outside Jerry's window as we drove through Las Vegas.
Who else but Doug Franke, Rev It Up cameraman extraordinaire, would build a little high 8 camera that mounts outside the Honda Passport window?
I knew how to tell a story. I wasn't scared of the camera. When they turned that light on the camera, I turned on with it.
Jerry didn't need a script.
You just give them an outline, tell them, hey, this is kind of what we want to convey, and give them a mic and let them go.
The thing that always struck me on the road with them is they found a way to come at a story from any possible angle that you would least expect.
Jerry goes, give me 5 minutes. He thought about what he was going to say or how he was going to interview somebody, and turned the camera on, and that was it.
One of the things I thought Jerry was so great at is just he could pull information out of anyone.
We just had to take his head and then try to get those ideas out of there and try to put that on to video. We just let him go.
Give us a box of tape and a microphone and we'll make a show for you.
He's gonna mess with you, he's gonna throw you off your beat, he's gonna try and make you laugh.
Wave with your bad hand. That's your good hand, dork. Okay, here's the story. Came over to Honda pits, stepped over, an alarm went off. Shh.
I remember Lyle Lovett. He was a big motorcycle fan. We invited him to go down to Mexico with Jerry.
Mr. Lovett's waiting. Actually, you're not really like the Mr. Lovett type. I told my girlfriend when I come down, it's just gonna be a guy named Lyle, a guy named Jerry outright. How's that sound?
This has been great, huh?
You know what I mean?
Lyle's, playing a guitar. Jerry takes it, he breaks it, and just crushes it right in front of Lyle, and Lyle's just looking at him like, what'd you do, you know?
Mark Martin was probably the funniest.
Mark Martin.
Jerry said, I heard you can bench a lot or something like that, and you want to arm wrestle. And Mark Martin like dropped his glasses down. He says,
You want to arm wrestle real quick?
I can handle that.
Wait a second. Thank you, Mark.
I'll cover up. I think I'll be okay.
All right.
We did a show in San Francisco where we went down to Fox Racing and we had Elvis.
Oh, jeez. I'm so late. Oh, hey, Elvis. That's me. Thank you very much.
We just terrorized Fox Racing.
What's going on here?
We went to Italy.
I'm in Italy.
We went to Milan. We went to Venice, Lignano. It was a fun time.
You're touching, you're feeling the girls.
For me?
Wait, hold on a second, Jerry.
My very first week on the job, the first piece I ever cut for MotoWorld 2 was a celebrity pool tournament in Los Angeles.
We're here at the Hollywood Athletic Club.
There were a bunch of pseudo-celebrities there, but the one that stood out was Jerry got a chance to interview Jenny McCarthy.
Totally mesmerized with the presence of Jenny McCarthy.
5, 4, 3.
Industry professional.
Exactly.
Hey!
that was funny. It's hard to, when you're laughing behind a camera, to hold it still.
Anyhow, I got hooked up with ESPN, and they were actually the first people that took me in under their wings, and they embraced my ability to storytell on camera, and they taught me about television. They taught me every story has a beginning, a middle, and an end. They taught me it's not about you, it's about the athlete. They also taught me no manufactured enthusiasm. Like if something's really cool and exciting, it's easy to make it that way. But don't fake it is, oh, this is the greatest thing ever. Ah!
You know when Jerry doesn't talk that he's nervous.
It's called dynamics.
My girlfriend needs money for race gas. Can you help me out?
Back in the day, they had this thing called the Cable Ace Awards. It's kind of like the Emmys, the Oscars, the Golden Globes. MotoWorld 2, Lucille's show, was the first ever show on ESPN2 to receive a nomination.
Just to get nominated for a Cable Ace, I mean, that's amazing.
We backed it up the second year with a second nomination for Best Show Host.
It proved to us that, you know, what we were doing was working.
The proof is in the pudding right there. Now, granted, yes, out of the 5 people that were nominated, the 5 shows, we didn't win.
Because we were always up against like National Geographic stuff, which was weird. I never could understand that.
I was still proud of that moment. I thought Jerry was a big part of that moment, getting us recognized because he was different.
And that's what apparently led ESPN to renew the show.
And then later, ESPN said, hey, can you change the name and we'll call it Rev It Up.
MW2's changing. Used to be MW2, now it's MW2 Rev It Up. Anything with a motor, we're here checking it out.
Jerry would go out to NASCAR events, IndyCar events. I mean, you name it, we did it.
Hey, who owns the name Rev It Up, us or you?
Both of us, I guess.
225 miles an hour at the Brickyard on Rev It Up.
Jerry got the opportunity to work at X Games.
Playing the role of Peacemaker is our Winter X Master of Mayhem, Jerry Bernardo, of all people.
Snowcross rivalry at its finest.
And then I had found out that the X Games, ESPN was asking the talent there, please watch how Jerry does stuff, how he gets stuff out of people.
See? I told you Jerry B could get him, dog.
Just being a part of their shows, they made things work and made things so easy for the viewer.
I will always remember that show. It is one of my favorite. And just working with that team, it was a team like no other.
Instead of making music videos, I got to make MW2. Good editing, like Chris Williams and Jason Sharman and Lee Burrows, Scotty Mack.
Myself, Ed Coughlin, Logan Hirsch, Lee Burrows, Chris Williams, Dan Walsh, camera guys, and Doug Franke, and Ricky P, many others.
I want to thank Doug Franke, my cameraman, Dan Walsh.
My name is Jerry Bernardo. I'm with my fantastically cool cameraman, Dan Walsh.
Scotty McLemore, Ricky Pendleton, Lucille's, Ed Coughlin, Jason Sharman, and of course, Logan Hirsch.
Hi, aren't you Logan Hirsch, the producer of MotoWorld?
I am indeed, yes.
The producer that would always go, hey, how you doing? My name's Logan Hirsch. I'm the producer of MotoWorld 2. I'd follow it up with I'd shake the same guy's hand. I go, hi, Jerry. Just plain Jerry.
You're just one of those dork producers from ESPN2, aren't you?
Some of the things we tried then, even with today's technology, they were more creative just just because the way Doug and Jerry approached things.
Hey, I'm on the phone with McGrath. Hang on.
It just was a really creative show.
We just had a lot of fun together, and I'll never forget those memories.
There's a lot of people that worked on the show, but those guys were instrumental in putting us on television and making you stop what you're doing and watch what we're doing for 30 minutes.
We made a good show. You may not like it, but it was crazy.
Is this some sort of goofy ESPN2 surprise? What am I, like, fired after the show or something?
For the longest time, after MotoWorld 2 dissolved off into the stratosphere, I have had a box of DVDs in my possession forever. Finally one day, Chris Williams, who was an editor on MotoWorld 2, said to me, "Dude, send me the tapes. I will digitize them. Let's do something."
And the more we talked about it, we liked the idea of like, hey, you know what? We have all these here. Why not put these out for the world to see?
For a long time, I was on salary. I had a company car. I was living the dream. Oh, hey, can we pay you to fly around the world and talk about motorcycles? Yes, you can. And I will take the money. And I will talk.
You want to buy a fish taco?
And I will talk.
Hey, I'm working here!
Anyhow, here we are now. We have a MotoWorld 2 channel on YouTube. Televisions have a button. On, off. You don't like something? Don't watch it. Check it out. MotoWorld 2. We were before our time. This is not my house. I don't live here. I hope they don't come home while I'm filming.
Cut.